It may be winter outside, but we're spending a day in the country. Hey, I'm Amy and welcome back, and today I will be checking a day in the country off the 1001 movie checklist. If you don't know what the 1001 movie checklist or 1001 movie challenge is, it is basically a challenge I've given myself to check every single film off the 1001 movies you must see before you die book. So far I've checked 187 films off the list. If you want to know more, you can check out a playlist up there with every single film I have checked off so far, as well as an intro video. As always, let's get started with a short summary. A family of Parisian shop owners spend a day in the country. While picnicking at the inn, a daughter falls in love with a local man. According to a title card at the beginning of the film, the director was unable to finish and they had to leave it as is, but to give more context to the viewer, they added in some title cards for more explanation. Just like with the previous 1001 and the next 1001 episode, this is a short film, so there wasn't a lot for me to pull from or talk about, but I did enjoy this a lot more than the previous one. This one had a story and it had some characters and it was just a whole lot more interesting in general. There were some things that did really annoy me, especially some of the family members, because they are kind of upper class-ish, it would seem, as store owners, and they rented a milk wagon to go spend the day in the country. I just feel like they're maybe rich or something. They do definitely have this air about them of thinking they can have whatever they want, especially the father, that there's these boats on the lake. They just assume that those boats are there for the patrons of the inn's restaurant that they're at, when they're actually probably somebody else's boats, who knows? And Anatole, the assistant to the shopkeeper, is a complete idiot, which also ends up adding to the end of the story when Henrietta ends up marrying him, because they are technically betrothed through the entire film, but she does meet Henry and they fall in love, even though they don't end up together, which is so sad. And Mr. Dufour, the shop owner, the father in this story, is a very weird man. His actions are a little strange. At the beginning of the film, he is very attentive to his wife and helps her off and grabs her butt as she's climbing out of the milk carriage, like, okay, but then after they eat or everything else, he just kind of ignores her, which pushes her to want to spend time with her daughter and the two men from the town that invite them to go onto the boats. There is quite a bit of interesting cinematography in this that I found cool, but also strange for some of them. There is this really amazing swinging scene where Henrietta is standing on top of the swing and the camera is moving back and forth with her. Now it can be very easily done, but back then when there were film cameras, they were rather large and it was probably very hard to do something like that. So I'd be very interested to see how that is actually done. There is also this very weird pan down from Mr. Dufour and Anatole talking in the boat to the water and then back up to them. It didn't fit, it felt like to me, but it was just whatever. It was kind of a weird throw in. There's also this very weird pan away from the two men talking in the grass to the sky, but they're also talking a little bit about the sky, so it made a little bit of sense. But overall, I found the short film rather enjoyable. If you have not a sponsor, the Criterion streaming service, it's on there. It's very short. It's like maybe 30 minutes long. Very, very easy to get through if you can find it, and I recommend watching it. The clip I chose for this is from the final scene of the film, just because it is so heartbreakingly beautiful.
Je viens souvent ici. Tu sais, j'ai mes meilleurs souvenirs.
Moi, j'y pense tous les soirs.
And that is all I have for a day in the country. As always, these are just my opinions, but I'd love to know yours in the comments down below. If you have seen it, let me know what you think. I hope you guys are enjoying me doing these really short videos for the 1001, because they're short films and I'm rather busy this December. I'm pretty much on vacation. But let me know what you guys think of a day in the country. I almost forgot what it was for a second there. If you want to know which films I've already watched or just follow my progress along in general, there's a link to a Google Doc in the description down below with every single film I've checked off so far, or you can just follow along on my Letterboxd. I'm also an Amazon affiliate, so if you'd like to start the challenge for yourself, watch the movie I talked about today. You will not be able to get the movie I'm talking about next time because it is hard to find, and I'll explain that in next video, the next 1001 episode. But if you want to purchase the book or the movie I talked about today, there are links in the description, and if you purchase anything from those links, I will get a small percentage that'll help make this channel even better. As the year comes to a close, so does my month of short films. The last short film I will be checking off this year is another French short, The Mad Masters. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really truly do appreciate you. Whoever you are, let me know who you are in the comments down below, and let's be friends. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe if you're new, because I love talking about these movies, TV shows, from like Game of Mystery, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye!